Hi there, year one, and welcome to your science lesson today. Hope you're well. Before we begin, I have a little retrieval activity for you. So, can you remember what the five senses are? Pause the video here, have a chat with the person in the room, or jot down on your worksheet. So, what are the five senses? Pause the video now. Welcome back. Did you decide and could you remember? Let's see if you're right. Should we go through them? Okay, so the five senses are taste, sound, touch, sight, and smell. Did you get those? Oh, well done. Really pleased for you. Excellent. Today we're going to be focusing on one of those senses. Okay, so we're going to be exploring the sense of touch today. So last week we were looking at sight, wasn't we? Now, I've just given you the clue there. Oops. Can you remember which part of your body do you use to see things? I'm going to hold my hands down now. That's right, it's your eyes. I gave you the clue, didn't I? I'm so sorry. Okay, so we use our eyes to see things. But now we're going to be thinking about the sense of touch. So which part of your body do you use to touch things? Pause the video here. Have a chat with the person in the room. What did you decide? You think your hands? Did anybody say their feet? Did anybody say their whole body? Let's see. Okay. So did you know that every part of your body can feel things? But the part of our body that we usually associate with touch is hands. But if we think our feet touch things all the time, because our feet are on the floor, aren't they? And did you know our skin, so that covers all of our body, that's an organ as well, and that has nerve endings in. So you can feel things all over your body, like when you bang your arm or if you fall over and hurt your knee in the playground, your body feels things all over it. So from right on the top of your head, right down to the ends of your toes, you can feel things all over your body, not just with your hands. All right then. So touch is an important sense because it helps us to warn us about dangers. So think about, have you ever touched anything that's hot, like really, really hot? Okay. And shall I give an example of what happened to me? So once I had a saucepan, and in the saucepan I'd left a spoon, and the spoon was in the flame, and I didn't realise. So I went to pick up the spoon, and it was super hot. And instead of holding on to it, I immediately let it go. Have you ever had anything like that happen? If you touch something hot, you immediately move your hand away. So if things are too hot or too cold, the nerve endings in our fingertips here tells us that we should stop touching it. So it straight away, our brain sends a message to our hands to say, quick, let go, or quick, move your hand away. Sometimes if we do touch anything that's too hot or too cold, we do that, oh, okay? And that's to stop us getting blisters or burnt, because you can get burnt as well with really cold things. Ice can also burn you as well as fire. Did you know that? Yes. Now, our sense of touch can also tell us that something is sharp. So think about, have you ever accidentally cut your finger when you're using scissors? Yeah, I know I have, definitely. And that can really hurt. And again, do you remember how I said when you touch something hot, you quickly move your hand away? Well, if you're cutting something and something cuts your finger, straight away you'll move it away because you know that it's going to be hurting your skin, hurting your finger. So our hands will let go of anything that's hurting us before it can make any more damage, which is really clever, isn't it? Our brain sends the signal all the way down to say, quick, let go. We do. Now, we can also get a lot of comfort from touch too. So our sense of touch tells us when we are cozy or something feels nice. So think about one of my most favourite things to do is when you snuggle into bed at night time. Oh, and the snuggly blanket around you. That feels really lovely, doesn't it? And when you get a hug from somebody that you really love, I love to hug my dog, and she just feels all cozy and lovely and fluffy, and I just love hugging her because it makes me feel all relaxed. Do you ever feel like that when you hug somebody you love? Yeah. And also, when we touch really nice, soft, fluffy things, that makes us feel relaxed too. Have you ever wondered why we really love our teddy bears? It's because they're soft and fluffy. And when something's soft and fluffy, it really comforts us and makes us feel relaxed and calm and happy. Now then, I've got some questions to ask you. So, what I'd like you to do now, if you don't have a carpet in your house, that's okay. Think about what flooring you do have. I do have a carpet, but you might have a different flooring, okay? So, you've got this on your worksheet. And what I want you to do, I'm going to go through the words in a second. You're going to circle the words that you think best describes your flooring, okay? So we've got the words. I'm going to read them to you. Smooth, rough, sharp, soft, hot, cold, fluffy, lumpy, spongy. Let me move my picture up here as well, or maybe over here. That's probably better, isn't it? Bumpy, wet, hard, prickly, dry. Okay, so I want you to pause the video, go and feel your floor, and then on your worksheet, circle the words that best describe how your floor feels. Pause the video here. Go and do that now. Welcome back. Would you like to see what I got and see if we got the same? We might have similar ones. We might have much different ones. Should we see? Okay. So I've got a carpet, like I said. So I touched my carpet and I thought my carpet was definitely soft. Did you get that too? Yes. And then I thought it's a little bit fluffy as well. It's nice. And it's a bit spongy too. It isn't really hard. It's a little bit spongy when I put my hand on it. And it's definitely dry. My carpet isn't wet. My dog hasn't been outside and put wet paws on it, which is a good thing. What was your floor like? Well, did you have similar words? Did you have different ones? Interesting. I have another one now. Are you ready? Okay. Now, I want you to use your hands to feel a table. So it could be the table that you're working on right now, or if you need to, you could go into the kitchen if you don't have a table and feel the work surface in the kitchen. Okay, so if you don't have a table, go and feel the work surface in the kitchen. Pause the video here. Go and have a feel of that now. Welcome back. How did you get on with that one? Should we see if we've got similar again? I wonder if we will. So I thought I'm working on a table. My laptop's on a table here. And I felt my table here. Oh, and I thought my table was definitely smooth. Very smooth. It's quite shiny, my table is. Is your table the same? Brilliant. And I thought it was quite cold. It wasn't warm. My table's made out of wood, so it's quite cold to touch. And I thought it was very hard. It definitely didn't feel like my carpet. It wasn't soft and spongy. It was very hard. I wonder if you can hear. I'm going to knock on my table. Did you hear that? Yeah, it's very hard. And my table was dry. It's not wet at all. Did you get similar? Oh, brilliant. Did you get anything different? Was anybody's table rough, perhaps? Was anybody's table hot? Maybe. Oh, excellent. Got another one for you. So use your hands now to feel your shoes. Okay. So if you're wearing slippers, that's okay, because I am too. But if you're not wearing any shoes, go and find a pair of shoes to have a good feel. Pause the video here. Go and do that now. Okay, welcome back. So like I said, I am wearing slippers. So I'll show you my slipper. Wait there. These are my slippers that I'm wearing right now. So I'm going to have a feel of these. And I said that my slippers were soft. They were dry. They were spongy. They were rough. So the rough part of my slipper is this bit here. This bit isn't smooth. It's quite rough. and they were fluffy. Did you get similar words to me? Or did you have different ones? Was anybody's shoes hard? Was anybody's shoes smooth? I know some of you have some beautiful shiny shoes. That would be quite smooth. Was anybody's shoes bumpy or prickly? And was anybody's shoes wet from being outside? Excellent. Okay. So now I want you to feel the chair you're sitting on. If you're not sitting on a chair and you're sitting on the sofa, that's okay. Have a feel of your sofa. All right. So have a feel of your chair or the sofa, and then circle the words that you think best describe it. Pause the video here. Go and feel your chair. Okay, welcome back. What words did you get? I wonder if you got the same again. Let's see. So I'm sitting on my chair. It's a bit soft. Is your chair soft too? And it's definitely dry. And it's spongy. It's got like a soft pad on it. But the pad, even though it's spongy, the material that's on my chair is very rough. It's not smooth material or shiny material. It's quite rough material. And it's hot because I've been sitting here for a while, so my bottom has made it nice and hot. What about yours? Was it the same or was it different? Was your sofa smooth? If you have a leather sofa, that might be smooth and cold. It might not be hot like my chair. Was anybody's fluffy? Did anybody have a hard chair that they're sitting on? Excellent. Okay, now I've got a little activity for you. So I'm going to move my picture back down here again. All right. So this is going to be a bit like a task going around your house where you live. And I want you to find different objects and you're going to describe how they feel. Okay. So I've put an adjective box. Can you see here at the top? Which is the words that we have been just using. But if you want to, you could add in some more adjectives as well. So what I want you to do is get a range of objects. So that means different types of objects, not all the same. And I want you to go and collect them. You might want to put them out on the floor or go round with your piece of paper and write down. I want you to write down what the object is, and then I want you to feel it. And I want you to write down in this box here how it feels. What does it feel like? Now, the more that you do that, and the range of objects that you find will give you a better range of adjectives. So if you just go and find two things, you're not going to have lots of different experiences and sensations with your touch. But if you find, say, at least 5 objects, maybe even 10, you will have lots of different sensations that you're feeling. Now remember, you don't just need to feel them with your hands. You could use your feet too, or you could use your arms, or even your legs. Because remember, our body feels all over, not just with our hands. So enjoy going round and collecting your different objects and writing down your adjectives to describe how they feel. I'm really looking forward to finding out how you've got on with this. You take care now, year one, and I shall see you very soon.